Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At MyDogDied.com, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who's lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Hello, friends. I'm Don Barnes, and today on MyDogDied.com, I'll be reading a letter that touched my heart deeply. It's from Charles, a 74-year-old gentleman from El Paso, Texas, who recently said goodbye to his beloved dog, Cooper, an 18-year-old Maltese with a spirit far larger than his tiny frame. Here's what Charles wrote. Dear Don, my house is so quiet now, the kind of silence that rings in your ears. It's been 3 weeks since Cooper passed, and every day still feels like I'm walking through fog. Cooper came into my life when I turned 56. My kids had all grown and gone. My wife had passed a few years before, and my days had become long stretches of emptiness. Then, one afternoon, my neighbor's dog had puppies, little white tufts of fluff, and the runt of the litter, Cooper, kept crawling toward me. That's how we began. From that day forward, Cooper never left my side. He slept at my feet, waited by the door when I ran errands, and even followed me into the bathroom, determined to stand guard. He was clever too. He learned how to limp whenever he wanted a treat. I'd panic at first, thinking something was wrong. But the moment he heard the treat jar rattle, he'd sprint like a puppy. We had our routines, morning walks through the neighborhood, watching old westerns together in the evening, and weekend car rides to nowhere in particular. This past year, though, I noticed Cooper slowing down. He didn't jump up to greet me anymore. His eyes dimmed, and one day, he didn't finish his dinner, a first in 18 years. The vet found a tumor, aggressive, inoperable. I brought him home and promised to love him through to the end. He passed away on a Sunday morning in my arms, while I was humming Blue Skies, his favorite song. I held him for hours after. I didn't know what to do. Then I found your site, Don, MyDogDied.com. I stumbled on it by accident, or maybe fate, while looking for ways to deal with grief. And I read the stories. I cried. I smiled. I remembered that I'm not alone, that loving a dog is a privilege so deep, it changes the soul. Thank you for giving people like me a place to share, to feel, and to heal. Cooper was my family, my best friend, my reason to get up some mornings. I miss him with everything I am. With gratitude, Charles O'Charles. Thank you. Thank you for trusting us with Cooper's story. You know, folks, it's amazing how such a small dog can take up such a big space in our lives and leave an even bigger one behind. I smiled when I read about Cooper faking a limp for treats. That kind of humor, that spark, it's what makes the grief so tender. Because we're not just mourning their absence, we're mourning the beauty they brought to our everyday. And Charles, when you said Cooper was your reason to get up, I felt that. I think many of us here do. Dogs give us purpose when life feels like it's drifting. They teach us loyalty, presence, and how to love without holding back. It's okay that the house feels too quiet. It's okay to still look for him around corners. That's the love still moving through you. And to all of you listening, if you're grieving a pet today, know that your grief is proof of your love, and your love is a forever thing. Rest peacefully, sweet Cooper. And thank you, Charles, for bringing him into our hearts. Until next time, I'm Don Barnes.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit MyDogDied.com or call us at 85-5925-2658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, your dog stories at MyDogDied.com at gmail.com.